North American Free Trade Agreement is trade between Canada, Mexico, and United States to promote free trade and investment among three countries. This is two-sided trade agreement between Canada, United States, and Mexico. This was first implemented in the year 1994 on 1st of January when Trump was the president. NAFTA was negotiated again since Trump argued the fact that the US didn't get many benefits as compared to Mexico and Canada by this agreement. NAFTA focuses on reducing trade barriers and increasing investment opportunities between member countries. European Union. The primary purposes of European Union is to create a monopoly of the European market by creating rules and implementing duties that would apply to all people of those states, ensuring freedom of movement in goods and capital. The creation of EU began right after World War II ended. This was implemented in the year 1958. Initially, when it was formed, only 6 members were a part of this treaty. They were the Netherlands, Belgium, Italy, France, and Germany. Later on, there was an increase in the number of countries as the year passed, forming an alliance of about 28 countries today. The 28 countries are Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden. The EU has a broader mandate that includes common trade, agriculture, and regional development policies. Comparisons between NAFTA and UE. NAFTA, the complete form of NAFTA is in the North America Free Trade Agreement, while in EU, the complete form of EU is at the European Union. Numbers of members. NAFTA contains 3 countries in its treaty. EU contains 28 countries in total. Currency. In NAFTA, all 3 countries have 3 different currencies which people uses. In EU, 1 common currency for all 28 members of all states in the Euro. Aim. NAFTA aims at an economic relationship. EU aims to create freedom in political, social, and trade restriction between the members. Tariff. NAFTA does not have a standard external tariff. In EU, does have a standard external tariff. Effect of Ukraine war to European country. Economic impact. The Ukraine war have a big economic impact in European countries. In trade disruption, especially in the sanctions are imposed on Russia, and if the conflict escalates, affecting European export and imports. Energy prices may increase, causing countries which are heavily dependent on Russia energy sources such as natural gases. Geopolitical uncertainty can lead to a decline in foreign investment and economic stability, which affects European economies. Social consequences. The Ukraine war social consequences are increased in number of refugees coming from neighboring European countries, creating many challenges when it comes to social and economic aspects. Security implications. Regional stability. The war in Ukraine has affected the regional security in European and Eastern Europe, leading to an increase of defenses of many European countries. NATO and EU responses. NATO has forced its presence in Eastern Europe, and EU has supported Ukraine and increased their security in some regions. Political responses. EU countries, United States, and other allies have pressed sanctions on Russia. These measures aims to put pressure on Russia and warn further aggression. European nations together with Germany and France have engaged diplomatic efforts to seek a peaceful resolution to war in Ukraine. Energy security. European countries have expanded their energy sources and lessened their dependence in Russia, gas concentration, concentrating on alternative supplies and renewable energy sources. Trade and economic. The war in Ukraine has caused economic change and reduced confidence when it comes to business in the region. It creates a negative impact on trade, investment, economic growth in Ukraine and other parts of Europe. Some European countries may benefit in increase of defense and security trade diversification efforts as a result of the conflict. Partnership. European provide needs-based assistance to the country and population both in Europe and abroad when a major disasters or humanitarian emergencies occur. EU humanitarian action is guided by the principles of humanity, neutrality, impartiality, and independence as enshrined in the European Consensus on Humanitarian Aid. Through its humanitarian aid, EU assists the most vulnerable population with food, nutrition, shelter, healthcare, water, and sanitation and educational emergencies.